Hello students, welcome in my channel Mathematics Sala, and I am here with you with a new video of comparing quantities, that is related to profit and loss, percentage profit, percent loss. It is very simple that profit means if cost price is less than the selling price. Now, what is the cost price? If anyone purchases any item, then the cost is the cost price. And difference between that means cost price is more and selling price is less. Then if cost price is more, remember that, then there is loss. If cost price is less and selling price is more, then there is profit. Now, let us see in next part.
Here cost price is the price at which any commodity, any item, any object is brought. Suppose any shopkeeper purchases potato for rent rupees 20 per kg. That is, rupees 20 per kg is the cost price and it is denoted by CP. And after purchasing it, he sells at rupees 25 per kg. Then the selling price is rupees 25, and the selling price is the price at which the item, commodity or object is sold. And gain, when selling price is more than the cost price, then there is gain. In this transaction, suppose shopkeeper purchases potato for rupees 20 per kg and sells it for rupees 25 per kg, then there is a gain, and that gain is rupees 5. And loss, if the selling price is less than, or you can say the cost price is greater than the selling price, then there is loss. Here is some formula for profit, loss we have seen here. You have to use these formulas while solving the problems. Now, after getting the profit, you can find the profit percent or gain percent by gain by CP into 100. And here when you are getting the value, you have to put percentage sign. You have to put here percentage sign. Sorry, not like this, not like this. Here 2 zeros placed like that, and there is a sign like this is percentage. And loss percentage, loss by CP into 100. And if percentage gain or profit is known, we have to find CP Then 100 by 100 plus gain percent into SP will give the CP, and in case of loss, that is 100 by 100 minus loss percent into SP. SP in case of gain, just this, that is the reverse process, 100 into gain percent divided by 100 into CP. And here is the case for overhead expenses. Overhead expenses, let me define, that is, if any businessman purchases a car, old car, and he expenses some money in repairing or in denting, painting, then the money paid to the person who has the car is the cost, and the another expenses for denting, painting, and repairing, etc., that is called overhead expenses. When you are adding both the values, you will get total cost of that article. That means, suppose if any salesman purchases a watch for rupees 3000 and he puts a golden chain to that watch, the cost of golden chain is 500. Then the 500 is the overhead expenses. Then total 3000 plus 500, that means 3500 is the price, or you can say total cost of that watch. You have to use these things to solve the problems like finding the cost price, selling price, profit percent, and loss percent. Let us take example 5. Let us solve that. How to solve? Sohan bought a second hand refrigerator for rupees 2500, then spent rupees 500 on its repair and sold it for rupees 3300. Find his loss or gain percent. Now here it is given, it is very clear from the question, that is, he purchases the old, or you can say second hand refrigerator at rupees 2500, and this rupees 500 is overhead expenses. Now total cost, that is 2500 plus 500 is equal to rupees 3000. That 3000 is, you can say, CP, cost price. Now here the cost price is 3000 and selling price SP is 3300. Which one is more? Yes, selling price is more than cost price. Then there is profit. Let us find profit, that is SP minus CP. SP is 3300 minus 3000, that will give rupees 300. This is profit. Here it is said find his loss or gain percent, not only loss or gain. Here is the gain of rupees 300. but we have to calculate percent, means per 100. Now use the formula profit percentage equal to gain into 100 by CP. You can write instead of gain profit also. Then 300 into 100 by 1000, just cancel 10 from here, and 300 and 300 from numerator and denominator. It will give 10%. It will give 10%. Then there is gain of 10%. Now let us solve example number 6. Example number 6. A shopkeeper purchased A shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs for rupees 10 each. That means CP of 200 bulbs, 200 into 10 is rupees 2000. However, 5 bulbs were fused, damaged, and had to be thrown away. It is not in use and the shopkeeper cannot sell. The remaining were, that means remaining, how many bulbs are remaining? Total 200 bulbs, and 200 minus 5. Remaining were sold at rupees 12 each. Find the gain or loss percent. Very good question. Let us see. Then total 200 bulbs are there, and for 200 bulbs he has paid 200 into rupees 10, that is rupees 2000. Now 5 bulbs were fused. Then the remaining good bulbs are 195. From the 195 bulbs he will get rupees 2340 rupees by multiplying rupees 12, since he is selling each bulb for rupees 12. Okay. Now here CP equal to rupees 2000 and SP is rupees 2340. Then 2340 is more, that is SP is more than CP, then there is a profit. For profit, you know formula, SP minus CP. SP is rupees 2340 and CP is rupees 2000. Difference of both will rupees 340. Now calculate percentage gain for, that is gain into 100 by CP. Just cancel zeros. 3 zeros are there in 2000. Now 1 0 cancels this and this. Simply 2 17 ja 34. It is 17%. Then there is profit gain, and gain is of 17%. Let us come to example number 7. Minu brought 2 fans for rupees 1200 each. She sold one at a loss of 5% and the other at a profit of 10%. Find the selling price of each. Also find out the total profit or loss. Now here, first of all, you can say CP of one fan is 1200, and in first case suppose there is a loss of 5%. Then directly you can calculate the SP using the formula SP in case of loss equal to 100 minus loss percent divided by 100 and total multiplied by CP. Let us calculate SP for the fan. Now 100 minus 5 is 95 by 100. Can you cancel here 2 zeros? You can cancel. After cancelling, you have here 95. You have 95 and multiplied by 12. Multiplied by 12. And 95 multiplied by 12 is rupees 1140. Now let us calculate the selling price for second fan. It is similar formula you have to use there. Here is the profit, then you have to add the profit percent only. Then 100 plus 10 by 100 into rupees 1200, since there is profit of 10%. Now it is here, it is 110 divided by 100 and into 1200. Cancel 2 zeros from numerator and denominator. It becomes 11 rupees 1320. Now separately you have the selling price of first fan is rupees 1140 and selling price of second fan is 1320. Then you can calculate the total SP. Total SP is rupees 2460. Now calculate the total CP. That is, it is very simple, that two fans costing 1200 each becomes rupees 2400. Now it is very clear here that selling price is more than cost price and it is rupees 60 more than the gain equal to rupees 60. Here in the question only you have to find profit or loss, not profit or loss percent. These questions are very simple. Now let us come to different type of questions, that is sale tax and VAT, value added tax. Sale tax. Sale tax, when a salesman purchases, a shopkeeper sells commodity, then he has to pay the tax on that item that he charges from the customer. That is called the tax, sale tax. Now it is very simple, like the gain or profit, 100 plus tax percent by 100 into the price without tax. That means any shopkeeper purchases an item for rupees 2000 and selling price is 2100, then that price without tax is 2100 you have to put here and simply multiply it by 100 plus tax percent divided by 100. And for VAT, price including VAT, when you have to find, then 100 plus VAT percent divided by 100 into price excluding VAT. You have to use these formulas and you can solve easily the related problems. Let us come to example 8. The cost of a pair of roller skates at a shop was rupees 450. The sale tax charged was 5%. Find the bill amount. Now, without tax, price is rupees 450 and sale tax is 5%. It is given. Now, use this formula. Simply you have seen here and just put the values, that is 100 plus 5 by 100, since 5% profit is here, into CP is 450, that will give rupees 472.50 paise, and the bill amount will be rupees 472.5. Similarly, let us see example number 9, that is from the VAT. Here Wahida brought an air conditioner for rupees 3,300 including a tax of 10%. Find the price of the air cooler before VAT was added. Now, given here, here it is missing value, that is including VAT rupees 3,300. 3,000 equal to rupees 3,300. Here it is given. Here it is given. Now, after that, just take the formula, use the formula, price including VAT equal to 100 plus VAT percent divided by 100 into price without VAT. Put the values. Including price including VAT is rupees 3,300 equal to 100 plus 10 divided by 100 and price without VAT. Now transpose the terms in the left hand side. You will get, after calculation, that is original price of the air cooler is rupees 3,000. Now, let us come to exercise 8.2. It is here. It is very simple. You can solve easily. Look the steps. A man got a 10% increase in his salary if his new salary is rupees 1,54,000, find his original salary. After increasing the salary, the new salary becomes 1,000, rupees 1,54,000. Let us suppose the original salary becomes X. Now, can we take that increased salary is the new salary, and that is rupees 1,54,000, and here increase is 10% of the original salary. Then just use the formula like gain 100 plus gain percent. Instead of gain percent, you have to write increase percent by 100 into original salary. Here original salary is X, we have supposed. Now just X you can write, you can say X equal to rupees 100 by 110 into 1,54,000. Cancel and calculate that. Here 0 cancels with 0 and cancel by 11. 11 1 ja 11, remainder is 4, 11 4 ja 44, and put 2 zeros and just multiply by 100, it becomes 1,40,000 is the original salary. Now let us come to question number 2 of exercise 8.2. Let us see. This is the last question I want to solve in this video. On Sunday, 845 people went to the zoo. On Monday, only 169 people went. What is the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo on Monday? In different day, different number of people are visiting the zoo, and on Sunday, number of people visited are 845, and on Monday only 169. Then difference of these two numbers will give, that is here 676 is the decrease in the number of people. Then just calculate like you are calculating, finding the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo by the number of people visited the zoo on Sunday into 100, that is 676 by 845 into 100, it is 80%. That means hence the percent decrease in the people visiting the zoo on Monday equal to 80%. With this question I am finishing today, and with a new video I am just coming to you very soon.